Hi, hello, I'm Sam Harrison. I read, review and discuss fantasy and science fiction books. Today we have a bit of a review, bit of a discussion. So I have got the latest book box from Page and Wick. I don't know what the book is. All I know is that it was called like The Binds of Fate or something like that. I actually can't remember. We'll find out when we open the box, because I think that there's like a description of what's going on. Now, Page and Wick is a new fantasy subscription box that is UK based and has a lot of indie and self-published books, which is really exciting. And with each book, it has a full new cover art treatment. It has new internal art. It's a fancy, nice hardcover. I'm sure that all the specs of the books are available online if you'd like to go and check them out. I'm not a big book spec nerd. I have washed my hands. I am ready to open. Oh, also, the wick in Page and Wick is that there is a soy candle to match the book with each and every one. Now, I'm not a candle person, and my wife is quite anti-candle. So I will probably be giving this away to a friend who is a big candle fan, and maybe I will get them to let me know whether the candles smell any good. So I think that without further ado, I'm going to open this bad boy. I do want to mildly apologise in advance, because I've had to, obviously, because I've got the box on my lap, I can't have the microphone in my lap. So the microphone is a little bit further away from me than normal. I'm also being a little quieter because I'm recording in the evening. I don't want to disturb anyone. So if the sound on this one is terrible, I can't re-record this because I can't unbox something for the first time twice. So sorry about that. I'll try and do my best if it is terrible. First off, let's just talk about the box. I think the box is awesome. I really like the A New World Awaits, and there's like the Page and Wick branding, and then it's got the website address on the side. So if you're interested in getting yourself onto this subscription, I believe there's a wait list, but you might as well join it, because you're not going to get on the broken binding list, because that's like 2,000 long, whereas I got into this one like 3 months after they launched. So and this is my first box. So let's just open this up. That's always satisfying, isn't it? Pulling the pull tab. If my cat was here, he would be going mental. He is, unfortunately, in bed. Okay, here we go. So here's the first. Let me show you the inside of the box. So it says, "Light the wick and allow it to take you there." And then we've got, I'm going to open this upside down for your benefit. I hope you appreciate. So this one is Binds of Fate. It is correct. So January box, Binds of Fate. And then what else have we got? We've just got the book and the candle. So I've already seen on the back of this card what the book is. But what I think is let's have a look at the candle first. And then we'll get to the main event and look at the book. It's really, really well wrapped as well. Not as much protection as my package from Hardy's Books was. Shout out to Ross and Laura. But it is pretty damn well protected. And this is good because, this is a glass candle. It's got a lid as well. That's nice. So this candle is called either Cassantry or Isentry. I'm going to say Cassantry. And it says, "A rebellion is born." Unscrew. Okay. One of the reasons I'm not a big candle person is because I have a really terrible sense of smell. And I could smell that, so it must be a nice strong scent, and it wasn't unpleasant. Let's just take out. Oh, we've got something else as well. It's an invitation to sign up for the newsletter. Oh, you can't really see that. There's an invitation to sign up for the newsletter. I think the packaging on this box is really, really nice. As I've said before, this book is actually better packaged than the candles. It's pretty cool. And if you look at Page and Wick's Instagram, they are like hand packaging every single item, which is really cool. It's nice to know that like book fans have like made something really nice for other book fans, you know. Okay, I've got it. Oh, this is exciting. And we've got more bubble wrap. The best part about bubble wrap with boxes is that when you sell your books online, you can send them in the same bubble wrap if you open it if you open it like nicely. Oh, so this book is The Fangs of War by E.J. Doble. So that's the cover. It's not daylight in here, which is what I would normally film. Apologies, it's not as bright as it could be. However, it's quite a dark coloured book. It's got a lovely kind of bronze foil, which kind of matches, well, it does match, I'm being silly, it matches the design that was on the teaser card and the teaser Instagram post. I keep looking off to the left on your left, my left, I don't know. Keeping looking off to this side because that's where the screen that I mirror my phone to so that I can see what I'm showing. And I'm making sure that you guys can see what I can see. So, the spine is very nice as well. I have seen the spine for the previous Page and Wick edition, which was the Sword of Kaigan, and they had their spine does not match this. So if you wanted to get like a collection of Page and Wicks, you wouldn't feel like your spines don't match. Do you know what I mean? If you buy them out of order and things like that. So it's also got a really nice sprayed edge. So it's black on the top and bottom, but the side has this kind of dagger and ribbon, and then this kind of gold. Then on the back we have the inevitability of fate shall come for us all in the end. And it tells you it's a Page and Wick exclusive. The book has come, I mean, I'll double check it, but the book is in basically perfect condition, which is really nice, because you do see on, you know, I've seen a lot on Vinted and stuff of broken binding books that have come with damage and things like that. And obviously, I wouldn't expect it to come with damage, especially because it's hand-packed and of how well it was packed. And I'm not saying that all broken binding books are damaged, that's very silly, but you know what I mean. I'm glad it was not damaged. There was obviously a chance. We've got the signature there. That looks like that is, I mean, that's clearly hand signed, which is really cool. So signed by the author. And let's have a look at the naked hardback. So I'm going to take the dust jacket off. Oh, there's a picture inside of the author. In a very oh, here we go. E.J. Doble is a young self-published author from Somerset, UK, which is where I live. So I think I should definitely reach out to E.J. Doble and see if they want to come on the channel. That would be exciting. It says they like drinking coffee. Maybe we could get a coffee. So, next. So, I mean, the cover is really, really nice. This naked hardback cover. I'm a big naked hardback fan. And this colour is lovely. This kind of dark green is genuinely, this kind of mossy, dark, emeraldy green is like my favourite colour. The spine is the same as the dust jacket spine. And the back cover is kind of this kind of dagger design, like dagger and crown sort of thing. Let's have a look. So if you look on the inside, we've got kind of like a burning city as the opening end paper. And is there anything in the back? Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got the same thing on the back end paper. Let's keep looking. So, we do have a minor tear here. I don't know if you guys can, there's like a minor tear at the top. That's fine by me. I don't think books need to be kept don't need to be perfect, you know, especially when it's an interior thing. This won't show up on my shelf if I ever get round to having those booktuber shelves full of incredibly expensive and impressive special editions. So this book, Fangs of War, it says here it's the Blood and Steel saga. It's a pretty good name. There's a letter from the author, which is pretty cool. I will read that later. We do have, it looks like there's 2 more books in the Blood and Steel saga. Yeah, because this one is The Fangs of War, and there's one called The Crown of Omens and one called The Horns of Grief. And then there's another series called Realm of the Prophets, The Crescent, and that there's one book in that called The Crescent Moon. So I'm interested in, I believe that Page and Wick have said that they will continue with this series and do the full trilogy as special editions. Don't quote me on that, but I will definitely be waiting to see if they do, and picking those up as and when they come out. So let's have a look through. So that's really nice. I think the quality of the paper is really, really nice. There's a lot of art interior as well. So we have, let me just, I saw one here. So we have, you know, a crossbow, or bow. Is it just a bow? Yeah, a bow to do like breaks and, you know, scene changes. And then at the beginning of the chapter header, we've got this kind of bleeding crown, which is really cool. Yeah, overall, this is, I mean, it's hard to tell you guys on video how nice the paper feels in this, but the paper feels incredibly, incredibly high quality. I think that people talk about acid-free paper a lot, and I wonder if this is what they mean when they're like, this is how good the paper is. And also sewn binding is the other thing. I believe this is a sewn binding. It looks, I don't know enough about books. I'm sure that Ross and Laura, who know everything about books, would be able to tell you. But yeah, it doesn't look glued to me in that spine. So anyway, yeah, I'm really excited for this one. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to read the card, which tells you guys kind of what the... Oh, it doesn't actually tell you what the book is about. There's a description in the dust jacket. I remember the description in the dust jacket. So let's get this dust jacket back out. So, on a silent shore in a distant land, the world was coming to an end. After the brutal execution of Provence's king by the roving forces of Taraz, a new military government vaults into power with the nefarious Alvarez at the helm. Hell-bent on bloodshed and the glory of an imperial past, he amasses the largest army seen in generations and plunges the 2 nations into a bloody war against the will of the godlike being known as the All-Mother. Kavara, a general at odds with her superpowers over the war, is ground under the heel of the scheming commander Revek and betrayed by her own people, left for dead on a distant shoreline. Saved by a passing ship and taken to the other end of the world, she is plagued by visions of a white void and a figure known as the Shadow Woman, who begins to unravel the true nature of war, a conflict not only of men, but also of gods alike. In a story of hope, power, greed, and hatred, all are driven mad by the enemy within. None are safe from the fangs of war. That's really cool. The description for this on Page and Wick's Instagram sounded really interesting, and the physical edition is genuinely really lovely. I'm a bit loath to spend lots of money on books, especially books where I don't know what they are and I haven't read them before, or I haven't, you know, heard a lot about them to make me really interested in reading them. I've taken chances on first-time authors, and I've loved pretty much all of them, but a lot of those come from reviews, you know, whereas I know nothing about this book at all, apart from what I've just read you, the description, and that the cover has a cool skull on it, and the side has a knife. Candle smells nice. The description is really good. The blurb is really interesting. And then, as I said, the author is from Somerset, which is really cool. As I think I started saying earlier but didn't finish, very depressing that he's clearly much, much younger than me, and a successful published author. So that's fun. Yes, I am jealous of young people who are more successful than me. I'm sure you will be too when you're old. But yeah. This is a real nice edition, and I would encourage people who are interested in this book to try and pick up any overstock if Page and Wick do sell that overstock. And based on the quality of the packing and the quality of this book, I definitely recommend Page and Wick, the subscription. I'm really, really happy with this one. And I was worried that the book would be massive as well, because I've seen some photos of that Sword of Kaigan edition and was like, Jesus, that book looks very, tall and big. But if it's the same sort of size as this, then I'll be really happy. Yeah. I will be buying the Sword of Kaigan edition as well, so we'll circle back to Page and Wick every time I get a new box, and in June when my Sword of Kaigan edition turns up, so that we can talk about whether the subscription is worth it, whether the books are any good. I decided not to skip the next box, even though the prediction is that it is a romance, a romantasy. I have never read romantasy, but I have seen my buddy Ian Gabelli, who has read some Sarah J. Maas stuff, I think, and said that it was incredible and fantastic. And I think that there's a big bias from male booktubers against romantasy. So I kind of want to know for myself whether I do or don't like it. And yeah, I mean, I enjoy a good rom-com, so maybe I'll like a romantasy. That was a terrible pun. If you have enjoyed this video, why don't you give it a like? If you've read this book, why don't you drop a comment down below and let me know what you thought of it? And if you are thinking of subscribing to Page and Wick, or have any questions about the Page and Wick process, please do drop them in the comments below. And if you would like to see my review of this book, I'm going to be trying to fit this one in as sometime in February or maybe March latest. So please do subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when this review goes live, and I review every single book that I read, so I'll definitely be reviewing this one. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.